this is one of the video I've loved to share with people. It's one of the powerful strategies that I've loved to let people know about each time they want to trade, seeing how people are struggling to make profits, especially now that we have so many videos that can confuse people, so many videos that contradict even the ones that have worked for you before. Some other persons will come and make the video to look as if it is not working for you. Strategies you have tried once in life and it worked, all of a sudden things started changing. I am having this particular video to help you see one of the simple things. You know, most times when we give out moving averages, we'll give out things, and it's sometimes difficult for people to pick exactly what they should do. Sometimes time frame, sometimes zoom, sometimes, you know, a lot of challenges coming from up and down. But I want you to clearly see this. I want you to clearly see this. Just look at this place. I want you to see this. Imagine that you started a journey, and from there you are able to find this opportunity that brought you down to this place. Imagine what that means. From that angle to this place, you traded from that angle to this place. Imagine what that means. Imagine how much you'll be making when this happened. I'm talking about scalping. I will show you the same thing on catch and spike. You know, I've come to learn that one of the challenge people are having is when they see a breakout like this, the ability to make profit from it becomes so difficult. You know, that is why in this video I am dropping this strategy to help you make out something. Just look at this to help you confirm your entry point and for you to be sure that you are about to enter into a journey that will bring good news to you. Now listen, some of these strategies can be so confusing that if you are not careful about it, it can confuse you to a point that you will not know when to enter. Even when you know when to enter, that even if you are waiting, it will look as if you are wasting your money. So look at what I'm about to show you and look at how simple these things can be. This strategy will give you what you want if you bend down to learn those things. Now look at this. Watch what is happening here. Watch what is going on here, and watch what is happening in this place. So when you check these two things now, you will notice that everything joined together. That is why you should stick to this video and listen to what I'm showing you here. Look at this place. You know, the whole thing are coming together, but not in full. Not in full. And the time frame we are using in this place is this very time frame here. This is the time frame we are using. So if you watch again in this place, you will see a similar thing like this. Do you know? So, and when you notice some of those things, if you also watch here, you will notice a similar movement. They are not in a parallel line. They are not in a straight line. When I mean that they are not in a straight line, means that if you mark something like this, they don't have this perfect agreement. That is what I'm saying. That is, they don't have this perfect agreement. When you check the position of this thing here and you check the position here, what I'm pointing here and what I'm pointing here are not the same. But I want you to take this thing to heart. I want you to understand this way, that there are certain things you need to consider before placing trade, and once you're able to do that, it will help you to see the opportunities that you want. Now right here in window 1 here and my chart are two powerful indicators. I will start showing you the indicators, the parameters that I use, so that it will not be too difficult for you when I will be showing you the entry point and the exit point. Now here is the indicators. MACD, please write it down. MACD, please write it down. The fast EMA is 13. The slow EMA is 21. The MACD SMA is 9. That is what we have here. then apply it to close. Choose any color of your choice. That is what you have on indicator window 1. This place. I have not started showing you this place. You have to pay great attention because it's very, very important you get this. Otherwise you may set your own from now to tomorrow, you will not find this thing, you will not get it this way. How these things entangles in this place, it may not be easy for you to get it. So pay great attention. It's not something that you just come. Sometimes people will just come and they will just view it from this area. So when they view it from this area, they will just go and they start setting. At the end of the day, they will mess everything up. So pay great attention. So this is what we have on MACD. The MACD is what I have here. This is the first one, 13, 9 and 21. So slow 21, slow 21, 13 and 9. That is what we have here. Please set it this way, you will have something like this. All right, then change any color of your choice. Change any color of your choice. Whatever you change is what you have. Whatever you change is what you will have. Whatever you change is what you will have. Whatever you change is what you will have. So change any color of your choice. That is, you know what you want, you know how you want to do it, so that nobody will disturb you. That is your choice. All right, personally I don't prefer this color. Yes, so I can put anything that I want. All right, so the second one that we'll be talking about now, the second one we'll be talking about is this blue line. This blue line is Bollinger Band. This blue line is Bollinger Band. So this Bollinger Band is a very powerful indicator. The period is 200. The period is 200. The shift is 0. The shift is 0. The deviation is 1.500. That is what we have. Then the color is your choice. You choose what you want. This place is your choice, and the size you want it to be is your choice. So if you check the Nego color that I choose, you notice that is this thing you are seeing in this place. So that is your own choice. Choose any one that you want and it will be easier for you. Please, I want to beg you to be careful with the color you will choose, because if you don't choose rightly, it will affect how you will see the background. Look at it, I've changed it to black. Remember that the same strategy works on your smartphone exactly the way you are seeing it here. So it's not a thing of system, or I'm using computer or anything, or I'm using Android phone. No. Now the second thing you need to know about this is that when you come to apply, look at what you apply it to. Apply it to previous indicator data. Previous indicators data. That is what you apply it to. Then choose any color of your choice. If you don't put this previous indicator data, you will not get the right result. If you try it, you will not get the right result. So that is what we'll have here. Then the last one, which is this line here, which is this line you are seeing below here, which is this line you are seeing here, this one. So which is this line you are seeing? We'll have this line. We'll have this line, this one here, moving average. That is that blue line, that tiny blue line you are seeing. That is the moving average. So the moving average, which will have the period is 2, shift 0, exponential, then apply it to first indicators data. That is what we'll have here. First indicators data. That is what we'll have here. Please pay attention to these things, because it may surprise you that while you are trying to fix this thing that it may complicate the whole matters. So follow it square. That is why I mellow down my voice, so that anyone will be able to grab it, because this is a game changer. It's going to change everything you know and what you have been using so far. So apply these things, it's going to work for you. Now, in case you don't know, let me change it so that you would be able to see what I'm saying. Did you see it? It is that line that covered that MACD. That is this moving average. It's moving average too. It is the line that covered the MACD. Do you get that? That is the blue line that covered the MACD. All right. So let me change this MACD color so that you will be able to see what I'm saying. Good. That is the blue line you are seeing behind it. So the same thing I'm doing here, you can do same with your phone, with your smartphone, with your whatever, any gadget you are using. Is 100% possible for you to do the same thing. There is no cause for alarm. You can do the same thing. Now this is what we have on this place. The black line you are seeing behind is the Bollinger Band, which is this line is the Bollinger Band. And I hope you know that this is the upper band, this one is upper band, this is the middle band, and this one is the lower band. So I'm not here to talk about those things, because by now we believe that you should know it, because we have a lot of stuff about Bollinger Band. So this is what we have here, and I think I should show you the indicators we have in the main chart and how we set it up, which is one of the most important, when you must have set this one like this. So since we have this one below here like this, the next move is for you to set up our indicator, which we have in the main chart, which is very, very important. All right, let's move on. Look at how we'll set it up. Please pay great attention. I will start with the blue line. This is where the challenge is. When you don't follow these things as we are showing it, it will become so difficult. The first one is period 21. This one will have here period 21. I'm now setting the indicators we have on the main chart. 21, that is what we have. Then the method is exponential, which is E. Then the application is apply it to typical price HX, which is what we call TP, typical price, TP, typical price. That is what we have here. So apply it to it, then choose any color of your choice. Choose any color of your choice. Remember, exponential, typical price. That is what we have. Please cool down and install those things so that you get the perfect result. But I'm going to if you can be able to set these things like this, applying it will be very, very easy for you. I mean it will be very, very easy for you. So to my students all over the world and those who are here to join, apply those things. You'll be able to raise some cash for yourself and do well in business. All right. And for some of you who are still struggling to make at least $20 every single day, after watching some of our stuff, I think that some of the things you need is for you to help yourself. You know, a lot of people are making orders to find this thing so difficult. I need you to understand something in this journey, and what I mean is this: when some people, mostly some of our brothers and sisters in the Western world, so many of them have class, some of them have school, some of them have mentors, some of them have FOREX class, some of them FOREX have been taught in their school as a course. So when they drop some videos here on YouTube, if you watch it the way they're saying it, looks so easy. So when they start following those things, some of them have charts, some of them have some of them have calculator, time frame calculator, a lot of things are there. So it becomes so easy for them to make use of this FOREX, and more of them being profitable. And sometimes you ask yourself a question: even when they are testing it, they will be using something not less than 100, something not less than 500, 2000, because some of them dollar is their normal country currency. But here, some of us who are watching these videos, the only the only amount they have in their real, sometimes I wonder, some of them have nothing less than $10, you know, some of them like $50. So when they drop videos and we'll watch, by the time we'll start trading with the same strategy, some of them tested it with a account of $100, why some of us have $10. So you have something that you'll be testing with $10 when the one that dropped the video is testing with $100. So how do you get the same results? So, and that is why sometimes you think, now I need $500 or $2,000. So if you get the same $2,000 and watch the same video and apply it, it will be difficult for you to find the same answer. Why? Not that the strategy is not working, but there is something in their head that is not in your own head. Do you get that? So some of them have traded for 5 years before coming to YouTube. You just watch from the YouTube and you start following all those things. So that is why I keep begging people. I'm not saying that I'm saying this thing that you should learn doesn't mean that I'm saying that you should come to me. It's not a must. You must come to me. We have good people who are good in what they are doing. We have good ones. So when you go to a man, say, please help me, teach me how to do this thing. I don't really get. There are underground knowledge you will get which you cannot find here on YouTube. Even if you find it on YouTube, you will not get it in full. They will just say it and they will cut it. Like some of the videos I sent to some people, some of them are like 1 hour and 2 hours, and we keep following that person. Sometimes they will ask questions, they will ask in the comment section, nobody will respond to them. So that is why this is a new move. This is all about money, you know. And you know what they say about money, about business. Any business you don't learn, you will use your capital to learn it. That is one thing you should know. So no matter how hard you try to watch here and succeed here, if you don't learn it, you will be using your capital to learn. So you keep losing. So let's go back to what we are saying. Sorry for taking your time. It's just that I feel for people. The more I see people blowing up their account, trying, sometimes shedding tears. When somebody showed me his account, I was like, how do people survive this? You know, they will show you that, they will tell you they have lost so much. Period 5 exponential. Please add this thing, is very, very important. Previous indicator data. Most people concentrate much on period 5, and not only period 5, exponential only. But there is what this thing is doing. Let me show you something as an example here. I know some people that have just picked up those things and close will not see what I'm saying now. Now let's close this thing and see what will happen. Remember that we are talking about period 5, and what is this moving average? This moving average I'm talking about is this red one at the middle. So let's close it and see the position. Remember, look at this place. Let's see. Let me just drop something so that you will find it. You know why sometimes the video is too long. Let me now close it. Did you see what happened? Come on, did you see what just happened now? So when you close it like this, but this is the one I want to use. Do you see where I find itself? At the center. Now look at this one. This one is typical price 21. Look at it. Typical price is what I'm using, but let me close it. Did you see? So okay, let me not close it. Let me just leave it like low. Do you see what happened? It came inside. Now the question is, what will be your condition when you are placing trade with this mindset and everything is confusing you like this? But you were told if this thing cross line, you do this, you will enter. But look at what ordinary close typical price is doing. How do you survive this? You know, this is where the problem is. Alright, so the one I'm using is typical price, because that is what I'll be using to show you what you'll be needing in this thing. So the last one, which is this black line, is 40. And this one now, two things are involved. I use linear weighted, this one, and period is 40, and typical price is what I use. Remember this, all of them is not typical price. Some have previous indicator. That is why you must learn. And this one is not exponential, this one is linear weighted. All right, I didn't use simple here. So that is what we have in this particular video. Now, how do we make use of this thing? You have 2 to 3 confirmations. There are high trade and there are low trade. There are things you can trade on a long period of time, and there are ones you can trade in a short while and you are out of trade. Now, since we are using Boom 500 as a case study, the time frame you'll be using to place your trade is 5 minutes time frame. That is what you'll be using, 5 minutes time frame. Whenever you are, whatever you are doing, come back to 5 minutes time frame. Analyze the market from the higher time frame, then come back to 5 minutes time frame and place your trade. That is what you'll be using. All right, now when and how do I place trade in this place? Now, I showed you something earlier. If you look at this place now, if you look at this place, you will notice that all these things have crossed together. I just want to show it in a simpler way. You know, when we have some of the moving average close and all those things, I've come to a lot of people are not matured enough to handle it. So I just want to prove people that there are many ways you can do this thing and succeed. Now look at this place. So if I close all those things, all of them will come to this point and close and join here from this angle. So if they join at this angle, there is this resistance zone here that should have frustrated this market, which is what frustrated all those things here. So what I did in the sense is that when I decided to open up to this market like this, I have to fix those things so that once all the breakout and resistance point will happen below, so immediately the market cross those things, it shows you that this market is really going to make a little move at the moment. But when that happened, it will not be easy for you to find it. That is why we'll have something below here. That is why we'll have something below here. So that is why we'll have something below here. So how do that work? Follow this thing because it's very important. Let me use another. Let me just use more clearer place so that I will not focus on a little this thing. The right way to trade this and be successful is what I want to show you here. Now look at this. Look at this crossing here in this place, and look at this crossing here. Now look at this one here and look at this one. If the whole market goes about the upper band, which is the Bollinger Band, the MACD goes above them and cross up like this, then you watch the moving average, each of them joined together in this corner here. So if this thing joined together here, if you have huge account, you have opportunity of trading, because it shows that the spike is over, that this spike that happened here is over in this place, that it will not keep spiking again because they have come in contact here. So the next thing is for you to start moving to this direction. So as this thing is moving to the direction, you have the opportunity to do your scalping from this corner here. So I see some people placing trade and sometimes they put stop loss. Let me just warn you and let me just say it. If you like, try this thing on your demo. It doesn't matter who is adding stop loss in your market. If the spike comes, if what you have in your account is $50, please just try these things. I'm not saying it doesn't matter who is trying to perform and see if they know what they're doing. Listen to me. Listen, I am a trader. I don't just teach, I trade. I have accounts, live account, I trade. Now when you have like $10 and you place with you place something like 0.20 and the spike comes, your stop loss, which your spike, that this is where you place your trade, so your spike that happened. This is where a stop loss is. So when the spike stops here, it should stop at this point. But spike don't have this level of knowledge. The $10 that you have placed and the spike came and crossed your stop loss, the amount that is due for the long spike is what the spike will take. The only advantage of the stop loss is that it will close the market immediately. So if there is any next spike after this one, the market the market will not take it. It will end there. But for the size of the spike, but for some of you, there are some people who will place trade and they will bring a stop loss at very close, thinking that once the market spike, that the loss will stop at this point. No, the spike will cross this thing with the amount. So if you have $10 and the spike should have taken, like, just like with the size of the spike, it should take, based on where you place your stop loss, you should take like 20 cents or 30 cents so that you still have your capital in full. No, if this spike should take $4 from this place, it will take the $4 and close, leaving you with $6 because of the size of the spike. So your stop loss will only stop the previous spike from affecting your account, but once it is that long one, it's going to take it, the size. So the stop loss is good if you don't have any plan to experience retracement, that you want it to close at that point. That is good for you. That is good for you. And you can also place your stop loss at the middle of your profit. What I mean is that you place trade here, and from here you are on profit. If you place your stop loss at this place, the spike can come to this point, leaving this place as your profit, because the spike will also take the profit you have. But the net thing that happens is that where the spike stop is where the stop loss will stop. The next one, it will protect your account and your account will close with the profit. That is one thing you should have in mind. So don't place trade and relax thinking that you have placed stop loss and based on that it will protect your profit. No sir, the spike will take the size of the spike from your account, then close and stop the previous spike from happening. Don't relax thinking that with this stop loss nothing will happen to my account. No. So from here you have this entry point, from here you have this entry point. Take those things and avoid this resistance zone. This is how simple this thing is. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? Look at this one too. Look at this one too. There are ones that can happen at the middle. Look at what I'm showing you. Look at this thing. There is need for you to fish out when the market is when the market is trending. There is always a need for you to fish out those things, you know. So when you fish out those things, it becomes so easy for you to manage your trade. It becomes so easy for you to manage your trade. So for you to see the right move of the market is very, very important. So when should I close my trade? Immediately this market will step very close to, look at this place. Once this market starts from here and touch at this point, close your trade. Close your trade. Remember what I told you, you can trade here, but for safety, trade at the crossing. Once you have this thing cross over to this place, it's a good signal. Place your trade. Place your trade. Look at it. Place your trade. You have opportunities to make money. Look at it. Look at it. So close at this point. Close at this point. Look at them. Look at them. So I have my proof. Look at this one. Look at this one. So I have my proof. So one of the best way to handle this is you have to backtext and be sure that nothing is going against your trade. That one is for you to do your scalping, and for you to catch a spike, watch here. For you to catch your spike, watch at this point and look at what is happening. Look at them. Look at them. So once the market get to this point, it can cross here and start moving down to upper band. From that angle, you have something to enjoy. Then when should I avoid the market? Avoid the market when something is happening in this place, inside this place. avoid the market because it's a sign of consolidation. But there is something else you can do that will be of great help. That is when you look out for consolidations and trade the breakout. So once you have this consolidation and you see the breakout, you also find this opportunity. I'm showing to you. It's very, very simple. Everyone can do this. My name is GDFX and I love you. Try these things. If you'll be able to set up this market like this, you would definitely get this thing more easier than anything else. That is how simple this market can be. My name is GDFX. I want you to succeed and I want you to do. If you're looking for a mentor, please call on GDFX. Will be of great assistance to you. Stop wasting your money. Stop thinking you know it all. Any knowledge you don't learn, anything you don't learn, you will be using your hard-earned money to learn it. Not just FOREX, any other business. Driving without knowledge, you will be so high and the consequences, you may not like it. I love you and I wish to see you. Send your comment with profits of what these accounts have done to you, and you will succeed in doing this. GDFS sign.